through this next few minutes to talk to you. I feel like the first time I really talked in ministerial school was here at this church. What was it, a year ago maybe, or so? Who was here for that? Do you remember how nervous I was? I was so nervous. I wonder if somebody could move this platform and this mic so I could see people. Is that a possibility, or should we just leave it and not? Okay. I just feel like I'm like looking through the thing at you. Anyway.
I'm coming.
Kyle's going to do it. I know it. Oh, there's John. Give it up for John. See, does not feel better? Doesn't it feel better energetically? Yeah. Especially because I can see you with your fabulous headband. Okay. All right. So, it's fall. Happy fall, y'all. Happy fall, y'all. Happy fall. Happy fall, y'all. You know, I find this time of year being a wonderful time. You know, I was brought up Jewish, and in this time of year, it's the new year, and I just want to say prayers to Israel and prayers to what's going on over there right out the gate. I know I did not plan on talking about that today, but it's all over the news. So we send our love and our light and our energy over to that area, knowing that there is some kind of unfolding for the highest and best at all times. That's what we believe here in this New Thought movement. So I hold that vision. But in the fall, I find, and it's all over the traditions that I grew up in, that this is the new year. This is the time to let go. This is the time to clear out. You know, they say spring cleaning, but I feel like fall cleaning makes so much more sense, doesn't it? You know, like let the leaves fall, let my stuff fall away, let me take a look at everything, assess. And so I decided today to make my talk title, I think it might be up there, I'm not sure, Am I Happy? Oh, that's a loaded question. That is a loaded question. So I invite you to take a minute to think about that question. Am I happy? I know, and in unity and a new thought, we just want to say, yes, we want to say, I am happy. I am happy. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this. God, which I think of as glorious, opulent divinity, which is life, is ever expanding. It is not static. So yes, am I happy? Yes, we know we have a foundation of happiness in this beautiful teaching, but take a scan, where in our lives, I'm going to guide you through it. Am I happy with my health right now? Just, you don't have to say it out loud, just think it. Am I happy? Do I feel good in my body? Am I happy in my relationship? Am I happy with my partner? Am I happy not being in a relationship if I'm single? Am I happy with my bank account? Am I? Am I happy about that? Am I happy with my home? Am I happy where I live? Am I happy in my home church? Dale, I hope you watch this. Am I happy? Am I happy? I found some really funny quotes about happiness that I thought I'd start with. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret. Henny Youngman. One of the keys to happiness is a bad memory. Rita Mae Brown. And my favorite, happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city. George Burns. So it's not necessarily am I happy, but can I be happier? Can I be more happy? Is it happier or more happy?
Happy, yes.
Happier, happy. I don't, you know what? Grammar? Could I be better at grammar? So why this talk came up for me, I'm going to share a personal story. So I'm in ministerial school with this amazing teacher. His name is James Mellon. He's out of Los Angeles, California. He has a place called Global Truth Center. And he also teaches this wonderful class based on a book he wrote called Mental Muscle, which I highly recommend you check it out. It's a 16-week class, and it's how to train your brain. It's like boot camp for your brain, right? Which is what we do here, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm in ministerial school, but can I do mental muscle too, to just kind of keep checking out what's going on in my brain. So the first week, spoiler alert, I'm kind of going to spoil the first week of the class for you, but it doesn't matter. We do this in all kinds of ways, all kinds of programs do it. You pick a word. You pick a word as your intention for the 16 weeks. Who's done like a word picking kind of thing? Have you ever done a word picker? Yeah, I'm a word picker. So I sat in meditation and I picked the word happiness because I'm like, I'm kind of a depresso. Like, I can be dark. Like, I'm an artist. I'm moody. Like, I just want to be happy. I want happiness. Who wants happiness? Who wants happiness, right? Like, so I'm like, happiness. There's my word, happiness. And we're in the class and we're having the class and I'm feeling the happiness. I'm in the vibration of happiness. I'm feeling the happiness. And Reverend James tells a story about how he was at a party the other night and how somebody remarked about how skinny he was and how that, might have triggered him in the past because he had stuff about feeling thin his whole life and people remarking upon that. And then he said, well, the woman who said it to me was very overweight. So through her perspective, through her perception, I do appear skinny, And all he said was overweight. That's all I needed to say. That's all I needed to say. I was unhappy. He's fat phobic. Reverend James is fat phobic. So we have and he said things like that, in that vein, whatever, just using the word, overweight, or he's very health conscious, he's very slender, he's LA. I mean, it's like very body, body. So anyway, I've thought this before about his fat phobia, and we had a breakout room where you go, with somebody else and you start talking about things. And I said, I was just like, I can't believe that he just said overweight and da-da-da-da. And the woman that I'm speaking to is a little bit older than me. And she's also not a tiny person, she's a larger lady. And I'm like looking at her like she can give me some happiness about it and validate my feelings, And she looks at me and she says one thing, and this is over Zoom, and this is what we can do with each other and help each other over Zoom. She says, well, is your weight in the way of your happiness? And I was like, damn. Is my weight in the way of my happiness? And then I just let that sit there for a minute. I just let that simmer. You know what I mean? I thought, I love when people ask us questions. And that's what today is about. I'm asking you the question, am I happy? Am I happy? I don't have the answer. You have the answer. So I'm sitting there and I'm simmering with that question. I'm saying, okay, all right. Okay, God, source force. I know it's in me as me, but it's bigger than me. And there's guidance happening. You, the togetherness that we're talking about today, you can gently call me out on my garbage, right? On my lies, on my pointing out there, right? You're fat phobic, right? He's not. I know the man. So the next tune I want to do another tune to sort of get us into the second half of this idea of, am I happy? Is my weight in the way of my happy? Could I be happier if I was smaller, right? And this is my sort of concept of my thinking. So I think, well, let me just turn it over for a couple days. Let me just surrender it. Let me surrender it to the divine and see what appears in my life. So this is a song called Letting Go that I co-wrote with Jamie Lula. Do you know Jamie Lula?
Yeah.
Yeah. I co-wrote this with him. And you have a part, and your part is, oh. Can you do that? We're going to try it. Ready? I knew you could do it. I believed in you. Surrender is not a white flag, giving up or giving in. Surrender is giving over to the infinite within. Surrender is not a prison. There are no borders where I live. Surrender is a freedom only letting go can give. Oh, whoa, I'll give you the cue. Whoa, oh, it's not yet. Oh, it's coming up though. Whoa, I'm letting go. Oh, I put a little rock into my roll. I'm letting go. The seeds of love will grow. I'm letting go.
Oh.
so I can sing my song. I'm letting go.
Oh,
Why? Because I got to let go to hold on.
thanks a lot.
I got to let go to.
Hold on.
That's right. But see, I'm not Pollyanna. I'm in the trenches of the road, and I'm not living blindly. You see, I've got my eyes open and I'm letting go. Oh, ow, oh, 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 oh. Your part's coming up. Whoa, I'm letting go. I put a little rock into my roll. I'm letting go.
Oh,
The seeds of love will grow. I'm letting go. So I can sing my song. I'm letting go. Why? Because I got to let go to hold on. I'm not a pretender, but I'm a contender to be in surrender today. Don't be a defender of doubt, but remember that you are the light of your way. I'm not a pretender, but I'm a contender to be in surrender today. Don't be a defender of doubt, but remember that you are the light of your way. I'm letting go. I put a little soul into my roll. I'm letting go. Cause I know those seeds of love, they're gonna grow. I'm letting go. Oh, though I can't sing my song, I'm letting go. Cause I got to let go to hold on. Let go, hold on, let go, hold on, let go. Then we shout, hold on, let go, hold on, let go, hold on, let go. Come on.
hold on.
Let go, hold on, let go, hold on, let go. Hold on, let go, hold on, let go, hold on. Hold on. Thank you. So I surrendered it. I was like, well, okay. Maybe this is my shit. Maybe. 2 weeks ago, I show up in Memphis for a gig. No, it wasn't like this, but it was a fundraiser that I was so blessed to play at. This amazing community thing out in Memphis. And I got to stay with my friend Ann Barnes. Her name's Ann Barnes. I've known Ann Barnes for, I don't know, at least 10 years. She used to own, if you've ever been to Memphis, then she knows you because she knows everybody. She owned a restaurant called Just for Lunch in Memphis. And I'm going to do an imitation of her. And if she's watching, I hope she doesn't get offended. But she sounds like this. She says, Amy. I'm going to do some imitations of her throughout what happened next. So again, I've surrendered this whole thing about my weight and happiness and blah, blah. And Ann Barnes, who I've known, I never have thought of her as a large. I'm weight blind. Like, I don't see people's weight. I don't see it. But she's like, I've lost 80 pounds. Don't I look great? And I'm like, you've always looked great. You're gorgeous. You know, I don't really notice it. But she's like, I'm eating this certain way. And I'm just like, good for you. Good for you, Ann Barnes. But I'm listening because Spirit's talking through all of us, right? And she's, I start getting curious, like, well, how'd you do it? You know what I mean? And she's like, I do the keto, the keto lifestyle. It's my lifestyle, and she's been doing it for like 3 years, and she's lost like 85 pounds, and she's so happy. She talks about her energy level and her health and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's nice, but no chips. No chips. And she's like, no chips. It doesn't sound like you want to do this. You're not willing. You're not willing. You don't want to do this. No bagels. No bagels.
Oh, man.
No bagels? I'm Jewish. What? So I start crying because I'm a little sensitive soul. And she feels so bad. She's like, honey, you don't need to do anything. You're beautiful just the way you are. Forget it. Don't even worry about it. Go to bed. So I was staying with her. So I get in the bedroom and I start Googling keto, and I start looking for like, are there any keto chips at all, And the little seed of willingness starts to grow inside me. Keto Doritos. Hey, you better stamp that right now, trademark that. Well, it turns out you can take the low carb tortillas and put them in the air fryer with some oil, and there's your chip if you need a chip, okay? Anyway, I start to get this willingness. I start to get this, why am I so damn sensitive about this? Why am I so blah, blah, whatever? So the next day, she's real excited for me. We're real excited. We're on the keto journey. I'm on the journey. I'm like 13 days on it now. I'm peeing all the time. I'm miserable. But, I've already lost some weight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and you know what? There's been so many blessings from it. I'm cooking, right? I've been cooking. Like, I don't cook. I'm not a cook, and I'm a cook now. I'm learning. She's going to teach me the 5, because she's a chef. She had this restaurant for all these years. There's always that one person that could be your teacher that you can hear, Anybody else who would say anything to me about my weight, I'd be like, you're out of my life forever. In fact, I said to my mother one time, I said, if you ever mention my weight again, I'm not talking to you ever again. Even if you tell me you look great. No, ever again. Because I'm too triggered by it, right? I'm just too freaking triggered. But Ann Barnes, I could hear. For some reason, I could hear. And to me, this is spirit. This is spirit. So I'm in this keto world right now, right? And I'm on my way down here just now. And I'm ready to do this happiness talk, because I'm thinking to myself, like, this is it. Like, this is my talk. Like, what is in the way of your happiness? If your weight is in the way of your happiness, then take the action and do the thing, and you will be happy. And then you get in the car. And you get on your way down to Savannah, and you stop at the convenience store. And every candy bar is going, hello! And all the different potato chips. There's dill, there's spicy, there's salt and vinegar, there's everything. And then and not to mention scratch-off cards all over. I like to gamble. There's scratch-off cards and booze. And you could have it all at a convenience store. You could just walk into a convenience store with $100, walk out and lose all of your sobriety and all the programs you belong to.
Yeah, everyone.
That's convenience in America, So I'm crying on the phone to Ann Barnes yesterday, talking to her about, I don't know, I want a potato. I want a damn potato. I'm Jewish. We eat bread. She's like, well, you can have a potato when you reach your goal, because that's like the whole idea is that, it's not forever. It's like you kind of start to incorporate things, whatever. A lot of you are nodding. This is not a free pass for all of you to come up to me afterwards and tell me how gorgeous I am the way I am, or to tell me about your keto journey. I don't care. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. You all look great. You're all gorgeous. I'm not judging any of you. I promise. I'm weight blind. But anyway, so then it struck me. Because I was literally crying in the car yesterday, you guys. I was crying in the car, and I'm on my way to give a talk about happiness. Why am I crying about eating a potato? Well, this comes to me. Eckhart Tolle, I'm going to do his accent. On a deeper level, you are already complete. When you realize that there is playful, joyous energy behind what you do. That's Eckhart Tolle. And then there's always, the grass is always greener where you water it. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. There's nothing in the way of my happiness. There's nothing in the way of your happiness. There's nothing. Now, is there that divine urge for more? Is there that divine urge? Yes. And it has to come, like, I cannot do this to myself where I think, I'll be happy when, There is none of that. There's no there. There's no there. Has anybody seen that movie? It's just come out on the Prime. It's 3,000 Years of Longing. Has anybody watched that yet? You saw it? I recommend it. It's a wonderful film with Tilda Swinton, who if you are a movie fan like I am, the first time you saw Tilda Swinton on the screen, you knew she would be a huge, huge star. I mean, she's just one of those people that you're like, you were born to be captured on film. Do you know who Tilda Swinton is?
She was in the Jim Jarmusch vampire movie.
She's been in so many things that the minute you see her, you go, star. Like, she's a star. And she's with Idris Elba in this movie. And it's kind of a love story. I don't want to give any away, but he's telling stories of his life, and he tells the story of Queen Sheba. And she asks him, and you might remember this because it was very memorable from the movie. She asks him, was she beautiful? Because Queen Sheba is known to be this beautiful queen, you know? And he said, she was beauty itself. And I thought to myself, I am happiness itself. You are happiness itself. So, sure, if I want to get slimmer, great. Do it from that place of happiness, not from that place of I'm starving myself or I can't. So then I come to this wonderful awakening, this wonderful awareness. I start to, I eat my beef stick happily in the car, I'm like, I don't need a potato today. I can have a potato next year if I want, because honestly, this is about my nephew's bar mitzvah coming up. I just want to, my whole family's on Ozempic right now, everybody's shrinking, and I'm going to be like, I just want to be like, but I'm not going to do that. So you guys, do you love my personalness? Is this okay? If I'm being so, Kyle's looking at me like, you are working out your stuff on stage. You're not supposed to do that as a minister. You're supposed to be fixed.
I'm thinking, you want to know what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, happy people freak me out. They make me nervous. If you're really happy, I'm like, oh, what is the matter with you?
Yeah, but you know what? I think what we have to do is redefine that word in a way, because happiness isn't Pollyanna, like I was just singing about. Happiness is a full spectrum. Is crying about the potato. Happiness is crying about the potato, calling Ann Barnes, and Ann Barnes saying, these feelings are going to pass. They're going to pass, Amy. Just go and eat something, think you're not starving yourself. And the cool, amazing thing that happened, the final punctuation mark on this talk, is I arrive at Linda and Alan's, which I really hope you'll join us this afternoon at their beautiful home, playing a set at 2:00. And they have cooked up they have grilled this pork chop that is just, every bite was like melting in my mouth. And she made these green beans that were just decadent, and then this eggplant, and I can have all that. Cauliflower with the curry on it. Because she asked me, do you have any dietary restrictions? And usually I'm like, no! Don't you dare restrict my dietariness. And people who've dealt with weight and stuff like that, I first of all, I hope I'm not triggering you at all. Wherever you are on your journey with it. But if you're a woman in this society, you have it, because we're told that our worth is our body and all this stuff. And so it's such a beautiful thing to be able to be in these teachings, to be able to confront yourself, to be able to ask yourself, is it in the way of my happiness? And if it is, why? And do I want to do something about it, or don't I? And to know, to direct myself from that place of divinity, to direct myself from that place of love, and to direct myself from that place of what's showing up. Well, Ann Barnes is showing up. Well, that person in my class was showing up. Well, the bar mitzvah's showing up. That's a divine urge to want to better myself. And then to want to speak it to people, to be vulnerable, to say, this is my journey, I struggle. I'm not looking for advice. Who hates unsolicited advice? Come on. Who hates it? Especially about food or weight. Oh my God, I've already dealt with it so much. I was like, should I really talk about this? Because instantly people are going to want to tell me. Although if you have good keto tricks or recipes, I'll take those. So where am I going to land here? Because we're already out of time. See, I was like, I don't know if I have enough time. So the other thing I just wanted to touch upon was happiness around relationship, and it's perfect because togetherness. We can't always make everyone else happy. And that, I had that awareness about this talk when I was sitting meditating, and I have a dog named Tiki, who is a 5-pound Chihuahua, and she's pretty much the love of my life. I just accept it. She is my soulmate. And I'm sitting there trying to meditate, and she's just like rub me, touch me, tickle me, touch me, rub me, and I'm like, I'm trying to meditate, child. So I pushed her off me, and I meditated. And I thought to myself, this is a lesson about you can't tickle the chihuahua and meditate at the same time necessarily.
Okay.
Some people can.
Okay.
But the point is, like, sometimes you can't be working on yourself and being with somebody, and that's the codependent stuff. And I know that we know that, but I just wanted to touch upon that in this happiness piece. You can't, if you leave with one thing today, I can't tickle the chihuahua. And and laughter. And that's the other thing. I have a couple more quotes for you about happiness before I sing my final song here. Okay, this is from Joan Rivers, one of my heroes. Okay. People say money is not the key to happiness, but I've always figured if you have enough money, you can have a key made. From Zach Galifianakis, I have a lot of growing up to do. I realized that the other day inside of my fort. And finally, oh wait, I did the favorite one, right? Yeah, the happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city. Yeah, George Burns. So ultimately, where I'm at with all of this, because this is not about food or keto or my body. This is all a metaphor for anything that we think is going to be the thing that's going to make us happy, right? Like whether it's our body or a relationship or whatever. I'm here to tell you that we can be happy in the relationship we're in. If you think, oh my God, my partner's just got to change. No. Oh my God, my minister's got to never say the word overweight again. No. Nothing is keeping you from being happy. Nothing is keeping me from being happy. And isn't that awesome? It is awesome that I can be happy right now. Say that with me. It is awesome that I can be happy right now. It is awesome that I can be on a diet or not on a diet. Come on. It is awesome that I can be on a diet or not on a diet. It is awesome that I am alive.
I am alive.
It is awesome that there is a God that shows off as me.
Shows off as me.
Whether I'm heavy or skinny or big or small or tall or whatever. God is showing off as you, okay? It's showing off as me. It's showing off as laughing about chihuahuas and all the stuff. Keto, Amy, it's keto. It's a way of life. It's a lifestyle. Y'all have to meet Ann Barnes now. If she's watching, I hope she's not mad. Ann Barnes, are you watching? I love you so much, Ann Barnes. She's literally, she's turned me into Chef Amy. She's like, next you're going to have a cookbook. Goddess Amy's cookbook. Because, I'm coming up with all kinds of crazy stuff. I really am. My partner got me an air fryer. Hint, hint. Thanks a lot, honey. Anyway, all right, enough about that. Let's get into our final tune here. And again, come over to Linda's later. And this tune is a Charles Jenkins old time. This is like a get in the spirit, feel the awesomeness of life, feel the awesomeness. I hope that I might have poked you a little bit, because that is a minister's or a speaker's job to go, am I happy in this area? Maybe something did trigger you or did get you to want to push through on something, and get you a little uncomfortable. But I really just want you to know how awesome you are.